Hello and welcome back to my vlog. Reading again. Thought I might riff on something, but no, I'm going to read. Because what I'm going to read, actually fits in with something that's been a concern of mine. Not really a concern, but something I'm trying to correct. And that is the way I sometimes react to things that causes other people discomfort. When I don't mean to do that, I shouldn't do that, and I kind of don't know why I do that. It's just habits over time or whatever. But in another way to look at it, it's buttons that I'm allowing to be pushed. It's internal reactions to external experiences. So I'm going to read this couple-page chapter from Life 101 called Observation. Because what I've been trying to do is get myself to the point where I do what they're talking about here and observe and don't react. And observe what's going on. So, observation. Earlier, we talked about taking charge of the mind, body, and emotions. How do I do that? You might have asked. One method is observation. You could think of observation as a meditation of acceptance. You sit and simply accept everything that happens, both inner and outer. Consider. Almost the only time you want to respond to something outside yourself is when something inside demands it. What is that inner demand? What is the voice or voices that insist that you do this or run away from that? Why do you sometimes follow that voice so automatically, maybe even unconsciously? The answers to these questions are individual, and the answers lie in observation. To observe, don't do anything. Simply observe the inner process. The voices may rise to screaming crescendo. Don't do anything. Continue to observe. At first, observation is best practiced alone. Set a timer for a given length of time. Start with, say, 5 minutes and build up. Sit in a comfortable position, close your eyes, and tell yourself, I'm not going to move my body until the timer goes off. Then sit and observe. The inner voices may start quietly, but as they feel ignored, they tend to get louder. One may want you to shift your position. Don't. Observe the voice demanding that you shift. One may want you to scratch an itch. Don't. Observe the itch. Observe the emotional reaction to not scratching the itch. It's my body and I can scratch it if I want to. Observe it all. If the phone rings, observe the desire to answer it. Don't answer it. Observe it. Observe your inner reaction to an outer ringing. This may sound easy on paper. The inner voices that don't want to lose control often say at this point, that would be no problem for us. We don't need to do that. Try it and see. As we increase the amount of time we observe while sitting still, we can then start observing while moving around. Time for a pop quiz. Observation shows us A, our inner reactions to outer experiences. B, that it's our reaction to what happens around us, not what happens around us, that motivates us. C, the demands the voices inside us make. D, we don't have to do anything with, to, or about the voices. E, we don't have to do anything about most outer experiences. F, all of the above. Observation leads us to a point of neutrality. We don't have to react, either positively or negatively, to any situation. We simply have to be, or better, we simply are. Neutrality is not neuter, nor is it like neutral in a car. We can engage our gears and move ahead in neutral. In fact, when not reacting, almost reflexively, to this, that, and everything, our action becomes more effective. We can maintain an inner calm and still be dynamically involved. Another way of viewing this, observation disconnects our buttons. We know that when someone pushes our button, we react. Push, react. Push, react. Push, react. We are no longer in control. The person or thing pushing the button is. Through observation, we notice that it's not the pushing of the button, but our reaction to the pushing of the button that causes our response. Eventually, by intentionally not responding and simply observing their pushing and our reacting, the push-react connection is dissolved. We will discuss in parts 4 and 5 ways of reconnecting the buttons to the responses you want. Think of observing as obviously serving yourself and neutral as new trails of freedom. fun, and adventure. And I need to find out at some point how to reconnect those buttons to different actions maybe. All right, so that's the end of today's. I hope there's some nugget in there for you. There is for me. Make it a great day, and bye for now.